So let's talk about Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary this month. Big D's, entertainment rankings and reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1972 epic crime flick The Godfather, released by Paramount, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who co-wrote the screenplay with Mario Puzo, based on his best-selling 1969 novel of the same name. The film stars Marlon Brando, along with Al Pacino, James Caan, Richard Castellano, Robert Duvall, Sterling Hayden, John Marley, Richard Conte, and Diane Keaton. The story, spanning from 1945 to 1955, chronicles the Corleone family under Patriarch Vito, focusing on the transformation of his youngest son Michael from reluctant family outsider to ruthless mafia boss. Yes, this was the first installment of a trilogy. Yes, now it actually came to Lowe State Theater this day 50 years ago, but it wouldn't get released, well, fully until 10 days later, so that's why I'm doing its anniversary a little early. So, let's get into the story. In 1945, New York City, at his daughter Connie's wedding to Carlo, Vito Corleone, the don of the Corleone crime family, listens to requests. His youngest son, Michael, who was a Marine during World War II, introduces his girlfriend, Kay Adams, to his family at the reception. Johnny Fontaine, a popular singer and Vito's godson, seeks Vito's help in securing a movie role. Vito dispatches his concierge, Tom Hagen, to L.A. to persuade studio head Jack Waltz to give Johnny the part. Waltz refuses until he wakes up in bed with the severed head of his prized stallion, which that was one of the most popular moments I'm sure everybody was familiar with. Shortly before Christmas, drug baron Soloso, backed by the Tartaglia crime family, asks Vito for investment in his narcotics business and protection through his political connections. Wary of involvement in a dangerous new trade that risks alienating political insiders, Vito declines. Suspicious, Vito sends his enforcer Luca Brasi to spy on him. Brasi is garroted to death during his meeting with Bruno Tartaglia and Soloso. Later, Soloso kidnaps Hagen, then has Vito gunned down in the street. Vito's eldest son, Sonny, takes command. Soloso pressures Hagen to persuade Sonny to accept Soloso's deal, then releases him. The family receives a fish wrapped in Brassi's bulletproof vest, indicating that Luca sleeps with the fishes. Vito survives, and at the hospital, Michael thwarts another attempt on his father. When Michael decides to remain guard, NYPD Captain McCluskey, Soloso's unofficial bodyguard, orders him removed. When Michael asks him why he removed his father's police guards and asks how much he was paid to do so, McCluskey breaks Michael's cheekbone. Sonny retaliates with a hit on Tartaglia's son. The Corleones plot to murder Soloso and McCluskey. Finding a desire to settle the dispute, Michael meets them in a Bronx restaurant in which, after retrieving a handgun planted by Clemenza, a Corleone capo, he kills both men. Despite a clampdown by the authorities, war breaks out between the five families and Vito fears for his family. Michael takes refuge in Sicily under the protection of a local boss, Don Tomasino, and his elder brother, Fredo, is sheltered by Mo Green in Las Vegas. Sonny attacks Carlo on the street for abusing Connie and threatens to kill him. if it happens again. Carlo again abuses Kai in an attempt to draw Sonny out of hiding. En route to Kai and Carlo's house, Sonny is ambushed at a highway toll booth and gunned down by rival gangsters. While in Sicily, Michael meets and marries Apollonia, but a car bomb intended for him by one of his bodyguards takes her life. Devastated by Sonny's death and realizing that the Tattaglias are controlled by the now dominant Don Barzini, Vio attempts to end the feud. He assures the five families that he will withdraw his opposition to their heroin business and forego avenging Sonny's murder. His safety guaranteed. Michael returns home to enter the family business and marry Kay, promising her that the business will be legitimate within 5 years. Kay gives birth to 2 children by the early 1950s. With his father nearing the end of his life and Fredo too weak, Michael takes the family reins, starting to move the family's business to Las Vegas. Expecting trouble due to this move, he insists Hagen also relocate to Las Vegas, but relinquish his role to Vio because Hagen is not a wartime concierge. Vio agrees Hagen should have no part in what will happen in the coming battles with the rival families. When Michael travels to Las Vegas to buy out Green's stake in the family's casinos, he is dismayed to see that Fredo is more loyal to Green than to his own family. Now for the ending. You know the procedure like always. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid the ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie already, please continue on after the 5 seconds are over. Thank you, and here we go. Okay, you've been warned. In 1955, after warning Michael that whoever approaches him to arrange a meeting between him and Barzini is a traitor, Vio suffers a fatal heart attack. At the funeral, Tessio, another Corleone capo, asks Michael to meet with Barzini, signifying the betrayal that Vio forewarned, and the meeting is set for the same day as the baptism of Connie's baby. While Michael stands at the altar as the child's godfather, Corleone hitmen murdered the other New York City dons and Green. Tessio's treachery leads to his execution. Michael extracts Carlo's confession to his complicity in setting up Sonny's murder for Barzini. Clemenza then garrots Carlo to death. Later, an enraged Connie accuses Michael of murdering her husband, and she tells Kay that Michael ordered all of the killings. Kay is at first relieved when Michael assents to discuss his business dealings with her this one time, and denies the accusation, but is dismayed when the capos arrive to pay reverence to her husband as Don Corleone and close his office door on her. End of story. So what did I think of The Godfather? Well, I've only seen it a few times. I'm going to tell you, I did have a good lot, some liking for this. This film is just about 3 hours long, but I've seen it, I think, 2 or 3 times, but it's been some time, but I really want to get a review of this app so that way I can celebrate 50 years of this. I'm going to say the story was really good. And, of course, Francis Ford Coppola's direction was good. See, there was the score from Neil Rota, good. Let's see. But anyway, the film was absolutely good. It went on to become the highest grossing film ever made in 1972. Earning between $246 and $287 million at the box office. It received universal acclaim from critics and audiences with praise for the performances, particularly those of Brando and Pacino, the directing, screenplay, cinematography, editing, score, and portrayal of the Mafia. Yes, I completely agree with all those. Those are really good. The Godfather acted as a catalyst for the successful careers of Coppola, Pacino, and other relative newcomers in the cast and crew. It also revitalized Brando's career, which had declined in the 60s, and he went on to star in films such as Last Tango in Paris, Superman, and Apocalypse Now. Now, of course, Brando played Vito Corleone, who does an exceptionally really good job. Al Pacino played Michael, very good. James Caan plays Sonny. Richard Castellano plays Clemenza. Yep, let's see. Robert Duvall played Hagen. Sterling Hayden played McCluskey, and John Marley played Jack Waltz. Yes, let's see. Diane Keaton played Kay. Let's see. Abe Vigoda, who would later go on to play Fish on Barney Miller, played Tessio. Talia Shire, who would later go on to play Adrian in the Rocky franchise, played Connie. Let's see. And there's so many others. Richard Conte as Barzini and Alatiri as Soloso. I think there's just so many names here. A whole lot of them. Anyway, this was just a big hit, and it would become one of the biggest gangster flicks of all time. And I gotta say, this was what really put, Pacino and Coppola on the map big time. It went on to win numerous awards. It won, let's see, 5 of its 7 Golden Globes, including Best Screenplay, Best Drama Picture, Best Original Score, Best Director, Best Actor in a Drama for Marlon Brando. But that was something. And Rhoda's score was also nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Original Score for a Motion Picture or TV Special at the 15th Grammys, and was announced the winner. And it was nominated for 11 awards at the Academy Awards. And I gotta tell you, it won Best Picture, Best Actor for Marlon Brando, who unfortunately declined. Let's see, and Best Adapted Screenplay for Mario Puzo and Francis Ford Coppola. So, that's good. Anyways, I know, because Brando didn't attend the Golden Globe ceremony. He boycotted the Academy Awards ceremony and refused to accept his Oscar, becoming the second actor to refuse a Best Actor after George C. Scott a few years back, which I got a feeling that was for his role in Patton. Anyway, But anyway, The Godfather is definitely good, and it's become a big influence in the world culture and what have you. And, it has been widely regarded as one of the greatest and most influential films ever made, especially in the gangster genre. Yep, definitely incredible. And it's ranked the second greatest film in American cinema, right behind Sicily, came by the AFI. It would go on to have 2 sequels. The next one will be coming up 2 years later, and then 16 years later, a third one would follow. But now I was going to think about doing the Godfather series, but it's been years since I last saw 2 and 3. Those will be on hold for now. If I get a chance to see them somewhere, I will certainly do reviews of those. But in the end, with everything really good in this, great cast, great screenplay, great score, great direction, etc., 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 would I recommend The Godfather? The answer is hell yeah. This is definitely a very good movie. You gotta check this one out if you haven't. So what are your thoughts on The Godfather? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my review for the first film in another franchise, which is turning 20. Well, the first of 2 films that's turning 20 next time. I'm going to start with the original Ice Age. And after that, Resident Evil will follow. But anyway, thank you for watching. And if you like this, consider checking out my reviews for some of these other films and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my review for another big, exciting flick Paramount did. And that, of course, was Raiders of the Lost Ark from 1981. The upper right-hand corner is my spoiler-free review for our recent gangster-type flick, and that was The Many Saints of Newark, a prequel to The Sopranos. Or if you want something different, you can go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review for The Batman. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.